Attempt number 2. Here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Underwater FlyZone podcast. This is episode 2 of the 5-part Suicide Awareness Month series, and today we have a very special episode. These 2 guests today I met through a pretty horrible situation, but I'm doing one more time. I sound stupid. All right.
No, that was good.
This is it. Ready? 3, 2. This is actually it. I don't even care how I sound. We're just going. What time is it?
Bruh.
Yeah, let's go. Ready? Mm-hmm. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Underwater FlyZone podcast. This is episode 2 of the 5-part mini-series that we're doing for Suicide Awareness Month. We have 2 guests here today, 2 very special people that I've met just throughout the past couple months. We're going to talk about, how we've met today and just kind of a bunch of things. I'm very excited for it. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, starting over here.
My name's Claire. I'm really happy that I got to meet Foster, which was really good.
Let's go.
Really good for me.
She going to Northwest, baby. The same school I went to. Let's go. All right, and then we got...
Hi, guys. I'm Kamryn McDonald. I've met Foster a few months ago, but been following him for a while, so being on here is pretty exciting.
So tell this story before, we started this podcast. You said a little story that I thought was pretty cool.
Basically, I have 2 best friends, Riley and Tatum Hooten. They kind of introduced me to what Foster has been doing, what they stand for, because they know my story with my past and stuff, and they had brought it up to me. They're like, this is a really cool brand, Kamryn, check him out, follow him, and they model for you. So I'm like, yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, shout out to Riley and Tatum. They've been a part of the team since I don't even know, since pretty much the start of this whole thing. So
them.
Shout out to you guys.
But I remember seeing Foster at La Fuente, our local Mexican restaurant.
Let's go.
2 or a year and a half ago. And I'm like, oh my, I felt a little bit of a fangirl in a second. I was like, wait a second, that's Foster. And then the people I were with, one guy knew him because you play wiffle ball with him, but everyone else was like Kamryn, what, I was like, no, you guys have to check him out. The way, what he talks about and what he does, is so important to everything. So I felt. And then now I'm here sitting on your podcast, so I'm this full circle moment.
Dude, I feel like a fangirl after the other day. Kamryn got up at the El Dorado show. Some of y'all might recognize her from the photos on Instagram. She was holding the mic because she was brave to get up there. I opened up the microphone for anybody to come up and say something at our little community event we did back in... what was that, August? So this will be dropping in September, so a month ago. And she was brave enough to get up there, and she said some things that I was just like, wow, I wish that was recorded, because gosh, what you said that night has really stuck with me, and I really appreciate what you said. I don't even know. It was I looked back at the footage and it wasn't on camera, and I was like, are you kidding me, dude? So unfortunate, but yeah, I'm happy to have you guys here. Now, we kind of got close from unfortunate circumstances, as a lot of the people that I know these days, that's how it happens these days. But I just want you guys to, let's just start this off, just kind of tell the story of the past couple months, and let's just get right into this. And this episode obviously is part of our suicide awareness season, and I think today's episode is going to be very impactful, for real. I can't wait to get into this. Before we do, though, I do want to shout out to all the friends that aren't here. This is a big friend group that we've gotten close with. So just shout out all the friends real quick, the ones that can't be on here today.
Yeah, want to give our love and shout out to Grace Batch, Ellie Gilbert, Diego Ramirez, Bella Bishop. We love you all. We wish you guys could be here. Tatum obviously already mentioned you. So, but I mean, it's hard. We all moved to different colleges. We literally every single one of us picked probably the farthest colleges from each other before we knew what was going to happen. So it was a heartbreak in itself. And with what we're about to, I guess, talk about, has happened, it's going to be even harder for being separated from each other.
Yeah.
Everybody's about 15 hours away, so that makes it really hard.
15? Yeah, that's crazy. So, let's get into it. I just also want to start by saying I'm very... proud of you guys for being here today. I don't know if I could have done what you're about to do as recent as it is, so get into it and just let's talk about it, and let's change some lives. The viewers are gonna really be impacted by today's episode, so let's just take it away.
So on March 31st of 2025, our best friend Gabriella Collins took her life approximately afternoon. It was a normal day for all of us. Going to school, like nothing. We were like, Gabby stayed home from school. Weird
Situation.
Yeah,
Nobody
not
knew
normal.
that she was
Not
home.
normal for her, like to stay home from school, to stay home from her internship that day. And I remember one of my teachers coming up to me, the internship teacher, and was like, "Hey, like, have you heard from Gabby? She didn't show up to her internship." And then I was like, I talked to her this morning, which is another crazy thing that like I think like affected all of us. We all probably talked to her that morning. Like 5 of us talked to her that morning, and so it was just really weird. So she was like, "Have you heard from her?" And I was like, "Yeah, this morning." Didn't think anything of it. Got home around 3:30. I got a call from my mom, and she was like, "Hey, like, where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm at home. Like, I'm getting ready for practice. Like, what's up?" And she was like, "I got a call from the school. Well, I got a call from like one of the teachers at Lee Summit West. My mom works in the district, and so she kind of like has the inside with all the teachers.
Yeah.
And so she was like, they said something about Gabby Collins. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, please, like, don't scare me like that. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then I hang up the phone call with my mom, and then I call my best friend Bella, and I'm like, "Hey, have you heard from Gabby, like, past 12? And she was like, "No, like, I talked to her this morning, but not past 12. And so then I was like, "My mom said she's dead." And then I freak out. I call our group chat. Well, I call Gabby, obviously, like a million times in between that. I call our group chat, and then we find out that our best friend unfortunately took her life earlier that day. And yeah, these past couple of months, I felt like we've been living in this like nightmare, like a haze of like unreal life. Like, you always see, like, listening to your story, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is awful. Like, I've heard your story before. I'm like, I cannot imagine that happening to me. And then for it to like happen and it be reality is like, this sucks. Like, this, like, it's like an imaginal pain that I hope no one else has to go through, which is why like I feel like talking on this type of stuff, like posting about like mental health, I just think it needs to be posted about more. It needs to be talked about more, because people just think it's like this stupid thing that people say to get out of things or just to like discredit themselves. But I'm like, it's not. It's real. It happens. And it just needs to be like vocalized more in this world.
It's like something that you see happening around, but you're like, oh, that'll never happen to me. I'll never actually have to experience this. And then out of nowhere, your life changed forever, you know?
Yeah.
And gosh, there's so much to say. I want Claire, you to share your story with it as well. And the mic's a little far. I got you. I just want to make sure everyone can hear you.
Thank you.
Boom. All right.
Perfect.
Yeah, let's get into your story, Claire.
Yeah, so that March 31st, me and Kamryn spent most of the afternoon together talking about all of our friends in general, just like how much they do care, like we care about them, we love them. And I
about that.
Yeah. I dropped her off, I went home, laid in bed, and then I received a call from Kamryn. That was very hard to receive, obviously, but thankfully she lives in my neighborhood, so I went straight over there. And then we learned what happened, and then all of us actually got together and stayed together for like, what, 2 weeks? Yeah, I don't think we left each other's side for those 2 weeks, even at school.
No. We actually talked about this morning. We literally, I had one of Ellie's mom, her name is Jocelyn, she literally had to come up to me and be like, "Kamryn, take a shower." Like, it was getting bad.
Yeah, we did talk
like,
about that.
it was like those 2 weeks, like I
don't even
know.
honestly remember them.
Words. I have no words for those 2 weeks that we spent, because when we were together, we were either at Ellie's house, all sleeping over together, eating together, and then when we would go to school, we got sent straight to the office.
Yeah.
They wouldn't allow us to go to our classes.
Really?
So, yeah.
Well, shout out to the school for looking out for you guys.
Yeah, it was helpful to be in the office with everybody, to be together still.
Yeah.
But
gosh. Well, I mean, I'm just having flashbacks here because I mean, I could relate completely. The 2 weeks right after, it's like, is this even real life? You know, it's like you're living in some dream, and then it just sucks that the dream never ends, you know? And I just want to ask, where are you guys at right now as far as the healing process? I know right after it happened, I don't know if you saw this episode I did, but I kind of broke down what I do at my presentations, talking about, I feel like there's like a 3-step process that I went through. I had to accept this situation as reality because I was just in denial the whole time. I was like, I'm going to dream, I'm going to wake up, this is not real life. And then like eventually I just had to, come to the terms of this is real. I gotta find a way through this. And then I like felt all the pain that came with it. But then the rebuild is the third part, and that's like what this has become into. But tell me, like, where do you think you're at right now? Because it's so recent,
Yeah, I honestly think I'm at stage 0. Like I think I go through I go through them like so much, like within like a day. I'm like, I can wake up and be like, okay, like Gabby would want this for me. Gabby want me to be happy. Gabby want me to do this. And then I go and I'm like, I'm mad at her. I'm mad at the world. I'm mad at like everything for like why this has happened to her and us. And then I'm sad. And then I'm like, wait, no, Gabby wouldn't want me to be sad. Gabby wouldn't want me to cry. Gabby is the type of person that was like happy all the time. Yeah. She was happy all the time, which is another thing of like, please speak out about this stuff. Like, yeah, for sure. You like people don't know like what's going on. And so that's like, I don't know, like I've gone through grief before, and it is just so different when it's suicide. I think it's like it's confusing. It's confusing. Yeah. I'm confused. I think I'm still like confused about like everything, like what I'm feeling and like what I'm going through. But Claire,
I was in denial for like ever. Yeah. And I think slowly I'm getting out of that. Like I understand this is reality, but it's hard. Yeah. Every day waking up like it is, like you started off good, you get sad. It is hard. It's a big change in life.
Yeah, it's like you want to have that conversation of like, man, like are you good? Like you want to have the are you good? You want to be able to talk them through it, but then it's like, you just can't, and it's so hard to deal with. And I think that it's something that I've learned just by experiencing this and then doing this podcast and clothing brand and everything, is you would be surprised how many people, just for the people watching this, you would be surprised how many people there are out there that are on the verge, just every day. Like you have no idea, but and I had no idea, and no, you never really know until you know, and it's crazy. But Macy, we having issues with that camera? Too hot? Oh my gosh. All right, is that one going at least? Okay, anyways, let's keep going. But yeah, that's one thing I've noticed is, like you said, she was so happy. She was always outgoing. That's just how my friend was, always in a good mood, always, lifting up the room. And it's not just us, it's messages I get daily of people that have lost someone they love, and they always say they were so happy. Yeah. Yeah. And that's just one thing, if you're watching this, just to know, like, Suicide Awareness Month is such a great month because it's something that you're not aware of until it's too late, and that's something that I just really have learned, and you just would be so surprised, like, wow, there's this many people that are really struggling, and it's not just waking up sad, it's waking up wanting to not have woken up. And that's why it's just so important to get rid of all this pettiness that we deal with on a daily basis. There's so much pettiness in the world, so many minimal issues, but there's some really significant issues going on out here that it's just it's so important to just spread love and spread this message, let people know that their life matters, their life is worth living. And I don't know, a little rant, but I think that's just something that I really picked up on when you said that, because I hear that so often. And I kind of want to tell you guys my story of this whole thing, because I don't think I've ever told you guys this thing. So like it was that Monday. Yeah, it was a Monday if I'm not. It was a Monday. And I was at the gym, and Riley Hooten Snapchats me like this long message, which she'll Snapchat, but normally it's like, hey, come to Mizzou to do this event, or just something like that. But this message was different. Yeah. And when I opened it, I immediately know, I'm like, something's off. Like I just like kind of skimmed it because I'm like in the middle of a workout. Yeah. And I just look, I'm like, hold up. I read it, and I'm like, no way. It just like instant heartbreak. But one thing about the life I'm currently living is that running this, I get messages like this a lot. Now this was Riley, so it's someone I really really care about, and I'm like, gosh, this is awful. They have to go through this. And I was like, how am I going to be there for them? But then later that night, I get about 10 more messages. The next day I get literally, I'm not even kidding, probably 250 messages. Like that doesn't happen, you know? Like there might be like 2 or 3 about a situation, but my phone, I was overwhelmed. I literally had to make that podcast episode like immediately.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I can't respond to all these people.
Yeah.
Like, and it was just such an overwhelm. She was so loved. Like,
She was.
oh my goodness. Like,
very loved.
Yeah. I mean, and I could see that from the overwhelming. I was overwhelmed. Like, I was like, oh my goodness, I don't even know what to like. I knew what to say, but like, I don't know how to you know make this happen to all these. I don't know. It was just such a. You guys have an incredible community, is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's just and I hope that this brand you guys say it was able to be there for you, and that's kind of what you said the other night at the show that really hit for me, is because like I've been doing this brand for 4 years, you know?
Yeah.
And when this happened and it was able to be there for you guys, and you said like you've bought into this and you want to be a part of this, like that meant everything to me, dude. It made all the nights of, you know, like I've lost friends over this because I can't keep up with friendships. Like this takes all of my time. I've lost a lot of money over this. It's actually starting to come back finally, but I mean, it was like I was not having money to get home from college. Macy would pay for my gas and stuff. Like, it was ridiculous. So much sacrifice has gone into this, and sometimes I would be like, is this really worth it? Like, why am I doing this? Why don't I go play golf with the boys or something? You know, and for you guys to say that this was able to be there for you, that meant everything to me. So I don't know. I also like, I get it's so recent and so fresh, and I was kind of debating whether to have you guys. I knew I wanted to have you on eventually, but I was like, I want to give them some time. But when you got up there the other night at El Dorado, I was like, okay, she's ready. She's ready. And then I said, ask some of your friends to come on. So we got Claire on here now too. So I think that's great. I just want to like know I know it's still so early, but what's some life lessons that this has taught you? It's kind of on the spot, so if you can't think of one right away, that's fine. But what's some things that, because this gives you a whole new perspective of the world. That's one thing that I really picked up on, is like I'll never be able to see the world the same. Like the things I used to care about, I just can't even like fathom putting any energy to it now. You know, so is that the same for you guys?
I think like the small things. Like I sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can't do this, or like I have to leave like tomorrow. Like I like think about I have to leave my family tomorrow. I have to leave my friends for college. But then I'm thinking, like, we have Gabby's family that lost Gabby forever. So then I think about that, and it like checks me into reality. But it also like it's just a weird feeling of like God gave me a purpose on this life to live now for her and for him. And so I think that also has helped me with my faith journey, not to get like bring in religion, but like losing Gabby has given me like another like eye-opening, like I have to put my life for better purpose, better reason for her. Definitely something that I always say in my talks is there's purpose in your pain, you know. Like you were saying, God gave you this. God is all powerful, right? So he could have stepped in and stopped this, and that's sometimes where I'm like, when I get to heaven, I'm gonna be like, God, why'd you not step in and stop? You know, but at the same time, it's like God allowed us to go through this, and he's going to use this for good in our lives, you know? So, I mean, that's powerful what you just said. But Claire, what about you?
No, I completely agree with that. But like every day now is completely different to me, but so I take the small things and I just like hold them close to my heart, because you never know what someone could be going through. So like every moment I spend with anybody I hold it close to my heart.
Definitely. And like every conversation means more. And you don't leave anybody without saying I love you.
No,
like that
literally every single time. That's I mean, we did it before us too, but now it's like even with our friends that are not like really like affectionate and stuff, like it's turned them into saying bye, love you each time, like like every single time. And also like I'm a very picture and like video person. Like I love taking pictures and videos like to capture the moment.
Yeah.
But I have turned into even more. Like I love looking like my favorite thing is going back and looking through me and Gabby's like messages and stuff and just hearing her voice. And I'm I thank myself every single day for saving like the stuff of her voice, of her doing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like stuff like that. Like I'll never take for granted again. Like if someone sends me like a 10-minute long video over like how their day was, then I'm like, I'm going to sit down and listen to every single second of that, because I'd never know when it's going to be the last. Like Gabby used to post on her private story
every second
all the
of the
time,
day.
and it was so long. It was so long. Like I'm just clicking. Like I would sit up and do my makeup or like get ready for the day, and then that would be like literally my podcast for the day. I would listen, and then sometimes I'm like, Gabby, like I post a lot, you post so much, and never again will I ever like say that to anyone again, because she would spam that private story. But I'm so glad she did, because we got to listen
to
for
just whatever
she was thinking that in that moment.
Definitely, dude. I that's one thing that I really picked up on too, because when Kyle passed away, my friend, dude, I realized we did not ever take pictures, like ever. Like we just would hang out, and you know, because we were just some dudes. We don't take pictures like that. So, but nowadays, like I got like 5 cameras in this room. Like part of that's because of a podcast, but the other parts, like I want to have a camera on me at all times.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so like just capturing those moments so you have something to hold on to, because those little things mean a lot. You know, they really do. Especially like a voice mail. You know, like right now, thankfully, thank the Lord, all my grandparents are still here. So I have like all their voicemails saved on my phone, because I'm like, you know, they're getting older. They're like 78, 79. So I'm like, when the day comes, I want to have this. You know, it's just a little voicemail. You know, call me back when you get a chance. But it's like, that means something to me, you know? Do you relate with that, Claire?
Yes. Yeah, I have a lot of voicemails saved.
Yeah.
And I every once in a while, like my mom's voicemails, I love listening to them. Like, it's just,
For real. And then my grandpa has one. He called me and he was like, hey, I know you're busy. I just want to say how proud of you I am. I'm like, man, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've been trying to get them on the podcast, but that's
amazing.
Dude, it'd be cool, but it's not easy to get.
Not easy to get them, and
it's like a generational thing. This didn't exist, you know.
No,
But anyways, gosh, there's so much I could talk about. We're back. Just had to get the camera fixed. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. This is episode 2, but this is the first time recording for me and for Macy in like 8 months. It's been so long. So yeah, just bear with us. I might sound a little all over the place too. Let me get back in my groove, y'all. I mean, it's coming. It's coming. But what I want you guys like to just have some time on here to share like some memories, you know, just because you'll look back on this episode one day and one thing that I've noticed as times pass is like I've forgotten things, and I wish I would have written down memories, because I'll forget something and then like someone will bring it up and I'm like, oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. So like, what's a memory that you guys want to share on here, or maybe a couple of them?
Shoot, you go first, Claire.
Okay. Last July, Grace, Ellie, Gabby, and me went to Florida. Sadly, some people couldn't make it. No, it's fine.
Now you're about to live in
Tatum,
Florida.
Me and Tatum couldn't make that trip,
which is sad. But me and Gabby got to share a room together, which was really nice. So I think about that a lot, because we like really talked when we were just laying down about to go to sleep.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
Just like all that time spent with her.
You have some good conversations, some crazy
Not
conversations.
that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
The conversations I remember are all like the dumbest conversations. I'm like, man, couldn't I have remembered like a good one?
I know.
But it's like the one I always remember with my friend is it was the first time he ever got in my car, because I was 16. He got in my car and he like adjusted the seat, and he was like, man, when you sit down in the car, you can't adjust the seat because then it just doesn't feel right. And I'm like, that's the most like useless conversation. I'm like, I remember like a funny one or something. But no, that's just something I'll always remember.
The ones with Gabby that I remember always, because she's very particular about everything.
Very.
And going into like, we would always all go into each other's houses. Gabby is clean. She's very clean except for her closet. Like her closet's a mess, but her closet is equivalent to my room always.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm like a very like, okay, like whatever.
Yeah.
And so I get into her room probably for like the second time, like my sophomore year self. And so we knew each other in 7th grade, 8th grade, then we like kind of like stopped being friends freshman year, and then became like best friends sophomore year throughout.
Yeah.
And so it was like, again, us like rebuilding our friendship sophomore year. I go into her room. It was me and Tatum. And we came from outside. Like, obviously, we're coming from outside.
You have to walk outside to get
and
in the
so
house.
I sit down in her bed. She was like, no, Kamryn. She was like, you have outside. She goes, outside clothes on my bed is a no. No outside clothes on her bed. And it was like her trying to be like obviously nice. Like, we're the beginning of our friend. Like, we're getting rebuilding this friendship.
Yeah,
She was like, oh.
It was always
And I was like, yeah. And
always.
I was like, what? Or like the.
Yeah,
and I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, outside clothes, like, no. And she would always, and I loved her for it. We're literally complete opposites in that. And so she was going to be on our senior trip. We went to the Dominican Republic, and it was me, Ellie, Grace, Tatum, and it was supposed to be Gabby. Claire decided to go on her cruise without us.
Yeah.
But
y'all keep missing each other
I
on
know,
these vacations.
I know. We haven't been on one together,
No,
but
maybe.
the rest of,
I'll come visit, so.
please.
There you go.
But like when we're doing like rooming and we figuring this out in like January and stuff, I was like, it was supposed to be me, Gabby, and Tatum in a room, and then Grace and Ellie in a separate room. And then I was like, Gabby, like, are you gonna be okay? I was like, I'm probably gonna like open my suitcase and like clothes are gonna be everywhere. Like, are you gonna be okay? She's like, probably not. She was like, I'm gonna have to clean it up for you. She was like when we get back from like the beach and stuff, like I'll probably have to like put your clothes back for you, because she was like that type of person, and I was just complete opposite. But I have so many videos of her like coming into my house, and I'm sitting on my bed, and like I like to see her reaction when she sees my room, because it's always so bad, and it's always like oh, Kamryn, like, you need to clean your room.
That's
like,
so
Kamryn, you need to
funny.
do this. But no, it's literally it's just like stuff like that. She would like always there's one time she posted on her private story, and she was like, I hope you guys know, like, I watch the little things you guys do. And I slid up.
The littlest things.
And
gosh.
I slid up, and I was like, what do you watch, like, of me? And she goes, the way you eat chips. And I was like, what? I was like, Gabby, what? And I remember being like, what are you talking about? And she's like, when we're at La Fuente, like, you eat chips so differently than everyone else. And so now that's all I can think about when I go and like eat chips and salsa. But no, and I loved her for it. Like, it was just like the stupidest stuff, and it was just her, like, all the time. Like, she could not care less what other people thought about her.
Not at
Literally could not care less. And that's like becoming friends with her, like, is like changed my life for the better, because now I like could care less what people think about me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to do this because like I don't care. Like, this is my life. Like, that's always how she like lives. Like, this is my life. Like, I don't care what you think.
Yeah.
And so then now, like, I'm just like, I won't care what you guys, what you think about me. So that's one big thing that she has taught me.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And then I remember, like, when my friend passed away, there were some things like that, some character traits, and I felt like I had to embrace them more. Is that kind of how you feel that way?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Oh my goodness. That's just how it's so relatable. Like, this is such a relatable conversation.
Yeah.
And okay, so I just remember that when my friend passed away, we all became such, like, our group was tight, but like now it's like, you know, that wiffle ball league you all are hearing about?
Yeah.
It's still going on. Like, we're playing on Monday.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like 25, and it's like this definitely wouldn't still be happening if that didn't happen, you know. So like, talk about that a little bit. How has this glued you? It's the, you know, tragedy brings us together. Like, the country after 9/11, like America was so united. Like, that's just how, you know, tragedy brings people together. So talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, since that happened, I mean, we've been closer than ever.
Yeah.
And even our parents have been super close.
Yeah.
So, like, it really changed our whole friend group, and even the whole school's dynamic, honestly.
Yeah, like, seeing, like, we all met at Ellie's house that day, and I've, like, never, I don't know, it was, like, weird. It was, like, you'd go to, like, a separate room of the house, and, like, you'd see just, like, different faces. You're like, oh, like, that's weird, like, you're here, and they're like, oh, you're here, like, thank you, like, for being here. And then, like, once it, like, dwindled down to, like, just our friend group, it was literally, like, all hands on deck. Like, our parents were, like, making sure we were eating, we were showering, like, we were doing things, like, trying to get off our phones, like, trying to, like, play games, like, and do stuff like that. And, like, it felt like it was good. Like, I've never felt like I guess it's hard to feel loved in the moment, but like looking back on it, like now it was like I've never felt more loved in that moment, and it's been that way ever since.
Yeah.
Like our parents, like we literally will walk into each other's house, and it's
No
just
questions
like no
asked, you just
questions
walk
asked.
in.
It's like, and like leaving for college, that was probably the hardest thing.
Saying bye to all the other parents.
Yeah, and everything.
Yeah.
It was really hard, and yeah, like I've never felt anything like that. Like our friend group is definitely super glued together. Like it's like just like that, and like we have just it's trauma bonded by what like we've gone through together. So yeah.
Yeah, it's awful that like sometimes, I mean, not you guys were already close before, and we were close before, but it's like, you know, it takes sometimes that to be like, okay, you know, the life is, there's so many bigger things than the mundane things we, you know, like the weird arguments you have with your friends and you like cut your friend off, like that doesn't happen anymore, you know, like it's just crazy, like the perspective change that this gives you. And going back to just like it being Suicide Awareness Month, I know right now it's August, but when this comes out, it's gonna be Suicide Awareness Month. What do you guys think about just kind of what I talked about earlier? How did you? I guess you kind of touched on it, but did you kind of feel as if this was something that, you know, was just off in the distance, different life? Like it's never actually. I don't know. I just felt like whenever this happened to me, I never even really knew that people actually committed suicide. Like it was just not even a thing, you know? And the next thing you know, it's like, boom. It's like, oh my goodness. You know, there's such a lack of awareness. Do you guys feel that at all?
You go first.
I think in the back of my head, like I know like it was a real thing. And even in my car, I have so many stickers about mental health, like saying you are loved, you're enough. Like I've always had those in my car.
Yeah.
And so like in the back of my head, like I knew, but never really like firsthand experiencing it or like even seeing it like anywhere in my life. It just became like I didn't really know.
Yeah.
And then when it did happen, it changed everything. And now like the stickers in my car always meant something, but now it like means something even more.
Yeah, definitely.
I think like with my personal story, like with mental health, I've always like known, and I've had like people close to me that I've like struggled bad with mental health. And so like being like, I don't know, like aware of it and like known of it has been like through my life like for a while, but it's never been like I don't know how to like explain this. I guess with Gabby it was more of a shock, and like when it was like with my journey, I was like, this is me, like I know the end result of like myself, and it never would have came to suicide. And then I have also this other close friend that we've like talked to him, like I've talked to him like off like I guess the ledge, like I don't want to say that, but like that like area of it. And so I've always been like a vocalizer of like mental health, and I think it's super important. Like I will talk about it, I will post about it, I've been posting about it, like going back to my memories. I remember like thinking like I didn't do enough to like help Gabby, and then like I like look back on my page, like I've been posting about mental health since like 2020, like stupid TikTok, stupid like repost on Instagram, and like I would check up on my friends just because like that's like what I've grown up in, like that's what I've grown like and I've seen, and I want to help people. And then like having that like thought in the back of my mind of like, why didn't I text her this day, like why didn't I do this day? But then it's also like it's nothing I've learned to like, it's like it was out of my control, and it was out of our friend group's control.
Definitely.
But like I think that, I don't know, it's just like it, like I never thought like, I feel like I always thought like I could help someone like out of it, so I never thought it would come to the point where I would have to grieve my best friend because she took her life. Yeah,
definitely. I felt a lot of guilt as well, just kind of like, man, how did I not notice it? Like digging all these things up, and I'm like, oh, that one night he was acting that way, and I should have known. But it's like, man, how were you to know? You know, like I just had, that was one part of my healing process, giving myself some grace, because I always feel like I can control everything, and it's like you can't, you know. And gosh, it's so crazy because it's been 8 years for me, you know. So like this conversation is bringing some things up. One thing that I had this weird experience, I've never even said this on a podcast, but it was the day I found out he passed away. My parents tell me, you know, Kyle took his own life, and that was the most distraught I've ever been. Like completely, there's no word to even describe how you feel in that moment, you know? But one thing I noticed is I hear birds chirping. It's 75 degrees out, the sun's out, you know, there's a nice little breeze blowing. A car drives by my house as I'm in here like bawling my eyes out. There's just cars driving by, neighbor goes by on a walk. I'm like, life goes on. Like, like it's like the time's not moving quicker or slower. The earth is still it's like time just goes on. And it was just so crazy to me. It was like, what like everything should stop right now. You know, in the movies, whenever some news gets broken like this, you know, thunder strikes, it starts raining.
Or something.
But I'm like, no, this is just a normal April 24th spring day. Like it was just that was such an odd moment for me. And I don't know, I feel like there's so much I learned just from that weird experience. But one thing, it was just like, you know, time just keeps going. And like that happened. And, you know, it took me years to truly heal from it. But I did know in that moment, I'm like, that happened to me. Now I have to respond to it. You know, it was like, how can I do something good with this? And then, you know, after that moment, you know, a lot of bad, I was a mess for a long time, but I don't know. That was just such an odd moment for me. Just, I remember being in my room, looking out the window, seeing my neighbor walk by, and I'm like, they have no clue. You know, like this, like, I don't know. It's such an odd experience.
That's kind of like after that, I was furious at the world. I was furious at every single person that like had the audacity to walk past me and not be affected by that Gabby took her life. I was so mad, and I was like, I'm just like angry that you like your world is not shifted and like destroyed because this happened. I'm like, we would literally like we would drive past, or like we'd be in the grocery store and we'd be like, they have no clue that like what we're going through and what happened. And I'm like, I don't understand how their life can continue but ours is like completely shattered. It was just like that, like I don't know, like I think my like anger like stage of grief was like heightened by like a million through this process, because I'm just like frustrated when people would text me. Like I know it's coming from a good place and I appreciate it now, but like when people would text me like, I'm so sorry for your loss, I'm so jealous of you, and I'm so mad that like you get to text me that and it's not like vice versa. Yeah, for sure. I bet a lot of people watching can relate with that. What'd you feel? Oh
yeah, well, when we'd always say like the world keeps going and it's so weird, and that was like I think that was a big thing we talked about almost every day. Like everybody still lives their lives the same, but like ours completely different now. That was definitely a big thing we talked about on the daily. And it was a weird experience because like it's so different for us now, but everybody else can still do their daily tasks.
Definitely. And then another thing that I kind of picked up on in that experience of just noticing that the world keeps going on is that it could be any random day. That was the most normal day, but my life was never the same. I woke up and went to bed a completely different person, you know? And that was just some random April spring day, you know? And like, that's not to like scare people watching, like, oh my goodness, but it's also like, you just got to really deeply appreciate the moments that you get to spend with the people you love. You really got to appreciate every single day, because, you know, it's not like you predict this thing. You know, I said this at the event the other day, but I had a friend the other day just pass out, hit his head and died. And, you know, he didn't wake up thinking that was going to be his last day, you know? And I didn't wake up that day. You didn't wake up that day thinking that, you know, it was going to be your last day as that version of yourself, because, you know, we'll never be the same. Literally never will be the same. For better at one point, but, you know, there's a lot of worse that's going to be happening, you know. And I just, gosh, that whole grieving process and the pain took me to some dark places. And I remember one day, like, genuinely, I felt like, you know, when people take their own life, I've said this on a podcast before, but when people take their own life, they think their pain goes away, but I feel like it just gets passed on. I felt like his suicidal thoughts got passed straight to me, because I was having some thoughts I'd never had before, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, this is not. And then one day it was really getting to me so much, and it was another one of those days where I looked around and I noticed the same thing. I'm like, the world's just going on, you know? And then I just kind of had this thought of like, you know what, if I just hang in there long enough, the world's going to keep going on. And this dark season is gonna go on with it,
Yeah.
and there's gonna be better days ahead. There's a merch
shirt.
drop we did, better days. That quote just hits with me so much.
Yeah.
Because that's something I really hung on to in those times. There are better days ahead, and I just hope you guys know that as well. Like right now, it's been a couple months, but it's still the start.
Yeah.
But never give up on this journey, because it will take you down some dark paths. I know it firsthand. But there's gonna be better days to come. For you guys, for your friends watching, for anybody watching that's been affected, just keep going. And the quote, your life is worth living, as well, is kind of that quote of hope, because you find yourself in these dark moments, but that statement's still true. Your life is worth living.
Yep.
You have so much time is gonna pass. There's gonna be highs, there's gonna be lows, but as long as you stick in there, the journey of this life is worth it. It truly is.
Yeah.
But I don't even know where I was going with that. But what else you guys want to talk to? We just got to the 40-minute mark. Is that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's 9:30. So I mean, I know you got a long drive tomorrow.
I'm up all night.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. But what else do you guys want to get into? This is your episode, so like anything you want to bring up, let's get into it. And if you can't think of anything, I'll think of something. But
a big thing for me is I wear these shirts. I have about 5, I think.
Yeah.
you got 5?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I
Okay,
love
so
these shirts.
That one.
Yeah.
Not to interrupt you, but what 5?
I have this one, a camo one, this one with pink letters,
Okay.
a brown one, and
Do you have the red?
no, I think
That's Bella.
yeah, and Ellie, I think. I don't know what the 5th one is, but I have a lot, and I wear
That's
them.
so awesome. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I wear them to the gym about 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah.
And I love, a lot of people ask me what does the shirt mean, the story behind it, and I say it's the underwater FlyZone, and sometimes I pull up the Instagram and I show them. It's
awesome.
It's older people usually that ask me,
Yeah.
so I'm really glad they want to know what the shirt means.
Definitely.
It's something I love when people ask about.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so cool. 5 shirts. That's a nice little collection. That's the
Almost quality
one.
perfect.
Yeah.
I love them.
I'm telling you, I always feel bad, $40 for a shirt. I mean, that's kind of a lot. I see more expensive than that. A lot of people sell, this is just a little side note, our blank is sold as a $65 shirt for a lot of brands.
Are you
Wow.
serious?
So people think it's a lot, but I'm actually giving kind of
it's good, and it's great quality. That's the thing.
It is. But at the same time, yeah, I just like the quality of the shirts. I want you to wear something, not just because the quote, but also because this is actually a nice shirt,
Yeah,
it's like a
it's
double
nice.
duo. It's like the best thing. It's this is a great quality shirt and it's a great message.
Yeah.
Boom. But anyways, yeah, I appreciate you, Claire. That's so cool.
I do want to touch on something that you were saying earlier about all the messages that you were getting on that day, because I remember when Riley first found out, I remember she called me and she was like, you need to talk to Foster,
No
talk
way.
to him, and
Oh my
and she
goodness.
was like, he this will be good, and I got so many other messages of people sending me your Instagram and being check this out, go here. And so I do want to reiterate what I said at the event, that you've built this amazing community that has felt us, especially literally our full friend group, feel welcome, and something that we never thought that we would. Mm-hmm. And so to say it again, that we are, thank you, and we appreciate you so much, and the days that you've spent here, blood, sweat, and tears, is it pays off for us. It has paid off for me. Mm-hmm. It is for me to be able to share something on my story and be able to be every single time Claire's wearing a shirt, I'm turn around, let me take a picture, and being able to post that and show other people like what you do and what you've started is like it's huge in my life, and I can't imagine how huge it is in yours. And so like you have created this amazing community, and like and being able to like contact you and like talk to you after what happened and be able to relate with someone. Like obviously we love our friends, and obviously like we would talk about that, be able to get an outside perspective on like your story like helped us like so much. We were like we are not the only ones that have gone through this, and like we see the flip side and see like you have turned like this awful thing that has happened into this amazing like everything.
Yeah.
This is amazing. And so like we were just like, we can get through this, and we have a purpose like why this has happened to us. So we just want to thank you. Yeah,
This is incredible, dude. I just really appreciate everything you just said once again. I remember we did a merch drop. I'll show you it after this. It's in one of those boxes. It was one of our first ones, and I literally spent my whole savings account on it. Like I had like $32 left.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's gonna sell. We're good. We were kind of up and coming. And then we sold none of it, dude. Like literally like 12 pieces of 100. So I was just like, it was a time. I've talked about it before, but it was a time where I was like, this is probably over. Like it was before the design you guys know.
Yeah.
It was the drop right before that.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way. I first of all, I financially can't do this. Second of all, I'm not blowing. It was like $2,000. I'm not doing that again. Like, there's no way. But then something just gave me this nudge, and I know now that something was God, pushing me to, like, don't give up.
Yeah.
You need to do this. This is your purpose. This is gonna be something. And God gave my friend the nudge too, because shout out Connor Olson, he invested in the next merch shop with me, which was the first time we put that design out. And it's just been going crazy ever since, for real. Like, people love the brand for the design, people love it for the shirts, people love it for the message. And I just kept doing it, and like, I don't know, it's just like I'm so glad. It's all glory to God, truly, because without God giving me that nudge, like, we wouldn't be here right now. These mics weren't even bought yet. Like, you guys don't even know what this used to be. It was so tiny, but it's like the start. And yeah, just to see that it's actually making a difference, truly. Like, that's all I ever wanted. I told Macy when I started this, I'm like, yeah, it's a podcast, but I want this to be a community.
Yeah.
And I never knew what I meant by that.
Yeah.
But I was like, I just feel it, And then now, like, you saying that, like, you feel like you're a part of this community. I really feel like at those community events that we do, it's like a little family in there. Like, you guys don't really all know each other, but I'm like, if you guys just would talk to each other, you all are like, we're all a big family, It's incredible. And I still believe we're just getting started. Like, I feel like we've not done anything yet. Like, everything that's big is still coming. It's still ahead of us.
Yeah.
So I mean, with support like you guys have shown us this summer, and ever since this happened too, it's like anything's possible. And hopefully this is the first pod. We need to do another one too. Like,
I agree.
We need to get everybody on here, and
yeah.
then get me a little less rusty too.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
You're not rusty.
No, I'm a little rusty. But yeah, guys, we normally end these episodes, and I want to end the episodes on this season. I forgot to tell you this, so my bad. We normally do like a challenge at the end of the episode.
Okay.
Like, you have to challenge the viewers to something, right? Just anything. Like, sometimes it's like do 50 push-ups, and then sometimes it's like hold the door open for 3 people, or just something, or it could be something big, like write yourself a letter, or low key. I did that like right whenever I was probably at my lowest moment. I wrote myself a letter, and I was like, future self, I was just saying, like, I am this, like, all my deepest thoughts. It's in my notes still. And then I like read it again 2 years later, and I told myself I'm not reading that again for 2 years. And then I read it again. I'm like, so maybe that's just one challenge. I might save that. You guys can't steal that. You can't steal that. But yeah, just think of a challenge. But while you're thinking, I almost forgot to say, if you guys want some merch, we're doing a free shipping promo code for podcast listeners this season. Gotta come up with it though. What should it be? Let's do YLIWL 25. YLIWL 25. Yeah, because it's 2025.
Yeah.
And your life is worth living.
Yep. Exactly.
YLIWL or Y. I can't even remember the old thing. YLIWL. I got it. 25. All right.
There you go.
Don't type out 25. It's just the number 25. All right. Just go type that in. If you want some merch, we're gonna have some new stuff out in September. So, boom, free shipping for you guys. But you got your challenge?
Yeah, I do. Mine is. Wait, are we doing it together?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if you had one.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Claire's like, let me tag in.
I read your mind. I was like,
thank you.
It's like the group project. Like, I'm just like you in the group project. I'm like, put my name on it, please.
Put it on.
It's all good. All right, let's go. What's the challenge?
Our challenge is text 3 people that you love them. Try to do it each day of the month of September, and then it'll just become a habit. Just let you know that your loved ones, that you love them, and how much you care for them.
3 people a day? Or does it the same 3 people, or just 3 people
Just
a day?
3 people. Whoever you want, yeah.
Do that. So this will drop September 7th. So from the 7th until the end of the month, do it. I'll do it too.
Yeah.
I'll do it too. Comment if you do it. Oh, I got something. If you do it every day, come back on the last day of the month and comment on this video, and I'll give you a 25% off promo code. There we go. That's like $10 off your shirt.
So I'm gonna do it. I'm
gonna do it too.
She's like, get me on this.
This is my own challenge.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it though. You could lie to me, but I won't. But all right, text 3 people that you love them every day until the end of the month. Yeah, and then it'll just be a habit after that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's so important. It really is, and it's like just something that you don't think about until something makes you think about it. You know. All right, what else? I mean, we could wrap this up here soon, but is there any last things you guys want to say? You're about to leave the college, you know, you're on the podcast, you're going to not be back till Christmas, so if we do run it back, it'll be at least 5 months from now.
Yeah, it will. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Gosh, you don't have to. let me think of one more thing we could talk about. Gosh, do you got anything, Macy? She's like, no. We have talked about a lot of stuff. I think this was pretty good, especially for... I just feel like dude, when we were doing these like every day, I was so dialed. But now I'm just like, I don't know.
No space on the memory card.
No space on. Okay, that's a sign that this is it. All right, guys, you are not watching this. You are just listening now. We love you guys. You too.
Yes.
Shout out to you guys for doing this.
Thank you
like
for
that
having
takes
us.
a lot
Thank you
of
so
strength.
much for having us here.
Yeah, being able to talk about Gabby is one of our favorite things.
Oh yeah,
so.
we love when people ask and talk about her every day, obviously, but we love it.
I'm dead serious. We should do this again.
Yeah, I agree.
If you guys come back for, well, I was thinking because it was March 31st.
Yeah.
We could do like a 1-year episode or something.
Yeah.
And get the whole squad on.
Yeah,
or something.
let's do it.
I don't know how it'll work though, because you'll all be at college, like
skip
spring
class.
break.
It's okay.
Yeah, literally. We could do like a live virtual
of us. I'll be at the beach. I'll be like, guys, hey.
Yeah, for
I'm in
real.
the ocean.
No, we'll just come visit.
Yeah. We can everyone
set it up on the beach. Yep.
That'd be crazy. That would actually be crazy. I don't know if we could do it though, but
let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, guys. Love you all. Appreciate you guys for watching. We'll catch you next week. Peace. Dude, we need the...